Could we be witnessing the most emotionally charged homecoming in NBA history? And would LeBron James returning to Miami for one final championship chase completely redefine both franchises' legacies forever? The basketball world is buzzing with one of the most intriguing trade scenarios we've seen in years. A blockbuster deal that would send LeBron James back to the Miami Heat, the franchise where he captured two of his 4 NBA champions hips and created some of the most iconic moments in basketball history. This isn't just another trade rumor. This is a potential seismic shift that could reshape the entire NBA landscape. The proposed deal would see the Los Angeles Lakers receive Jaime Jaquez Jr., Andrew Wiggins, and a future first-round pick from Miami in exchange for LeBron James, with some versions of the rumor including Bronny James as well. At first glance, this might seem like the Lakers are giving up their biggest star for role players, but the strategic implications run much deeper than surface-level analysis suggests. For the Lakers, this trade represents a fundamental philosophical shift from win-now mode to sustainable championship building around Luka Doncic. At 40 years old, LeBron remains incredibly productive, but his championship window is rapidly closing. By trading him now, the Lakers would be maximizing the return on a depreciating asset while acquiring young talent that could contribute for years to come. Jaime Jaquez Jr. brings exactly the kind of two-way versatility that modern NBA champions require. His rookie season showed flashes of star potential, combining defensive intensity with offensive creativity in ways that suggest his ceiling is much higher than his current production. Getting him while he's still developing and cost control could prove to be organizational genius. If he reaches his full potential in a Lakers uniform, Andrew Wiggins adds another intriguing dimension to this deal. While his career has been marked by inconsistency, his championship experience with Golden State and his athletic profile make him an ideal complement to Doncic's skill set. Wiggins' ability to guard multiple positions while providing secondary scoring could be exactly what the Lakers need to maximize their new franchise cornerstone's impact. The future first-round pick adds even more value, giving the Lakers additional flexibility to either develop young talent or use as trade ammunition for future moves. In an NBA where draft capital is increasingly valuable, acquiring picks while remaining competitive represents smart long-term planning. From Miami's perspective, this trade is about one thing: immediate championship contention. The Heat have been tantalizingly close to title glory in recent years, reaching the finals in 2020 and 2023, but falling short both times. Adding LeBron would instantly transform them from playoff contender to championship favorite, especially in an Eastern Conference that appears more open than it has in years. The emotional and psychological elements of LeBron's potential return to Miami cannot be understated. This is the franchise where he learned how to win at the highest level, where he developed his championship mentality, and where he formed some of the most important relationships of his career. The familiarity with Heat culture, Pat Riley's leadership, and the organization's championship infrastructure could provide the perfect environment for one final title run. The inclusion of Bronny James in some versions of this trade adds a fascinating father-son dynamic that would captivate basketball fans worldwide. The opportunity to continue playing alongside his son while competing for championships in a familiar environment could be exactly the motivation. LeBron needs to maintain his elite level of play from Miami. Giving up Jaquez Jr. and Wiggins would be significant, but sometimes championship windows require bold moves. They'd be consolidating multiple good players into one great player, betting that LeBron's championship experience and leadership can elevate their entire roster to another level. The timing of this potential trade creates compelling urgency for all parties involved. LeBron's age means this could be his final opportunity to compete for championships at the highest level. The Heat's current roster construction suggests they're ready to win now, rather than wait for young players to develop. The Lakers' acquisition of Doncic indicates they're thinking long-term rather than maximizing LeBron's remaining years. What makes this scenario particularly intriguing is how it would impact the broader NBA landscape. LeBron joining a Heat team that already has playoff experience and championship DNA would create an immediate threat in the Eastern Conference. Meanwhile, the Lakers would be betting on their ability to develop young talent quickly enough to maximize Doncic's prime years. The legacy implications are enormous for everyone involved. For LeBron, returning to Miami and potentially winning another championship would add another incredible chapter to an already legendary career. For the Heat, It would validate their organizational culture and prove they can still attract and develop championship caliber talent. For the Lakers, it would demonstrate their commitment to building sustainable success rather than short-term gratification. The basketball fit actually makes tremendous sense for both teams. LeBron's playmaking ability and championship experience would immediately elevate Miami's ceiling, while Jaquez Jr. and Wiggins would provide the Lakers with the kind of young, athletic talent that complements Doncic's skills set perfectly from a pure entertainment perspective. This trade would create some of the most compelling storylines the NBA has seen in years. LeBron's return to Miami would generate massive media attention and fan interest, while the development of young talent in Los Angeles would provide a fascinating counter-narrative about building for the future. The financial aspects work surprisingly well for both teams. Miami would be taking on LeBron's substantial salary, but gaining a player who could immediately justify that investment through championship contention. The Lakers would be acquiring younger, more cost-controlled talent while maintaining flexibility for future moves. Whether this trade actually materializes remains to be seen, but the mere possibility has basketball fans everywhere imagining what could be one of the most impactful moves in recent NBA history. Sometimes the most successful trades are the ones that help both teams achieve their goals, and this potential deal could do exactly that. What do you think about this blockbuster possibility? Would LeBron returning to Miami be the perfect ending to his legendary career, or should the Lakers keep their championship core together? Let us know your thoughts on whether this trade would benefit both franchises. And don't forget to hit that like button if you think we could be witnessing the setup for one of the most dramatic seasons in NBA history.